Alright, we're less than a minute away. I want to see new vocations. I want to see punching. I want to see spears. I want to see rapiers. I want to see every amazing thing I can possibly conceive. Please, it's all I ask. I've been waiting over a decade. Please, God. Also, those weird cat people. Whatever that turns out to be. Apparently they were supposed to be in the first game. They just didn't have time to implement that. Oh, Jesus, it's happening. Okay. Enlighten me. This is gonna be orgasmic. Rated M. Finally some sex. That's the theme! It's supposed to be about 15 minutes, right? Oh, you can be a summoner! It's been so long.
Hello, everyone.
Hello!
I'm Hideaki Itsuno, the director
Itsuno-san!
of Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm the producer, Yoshiaki Hirabayashi.
Hello.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is a narrative-driven action RPG set in an immersive fantasy world designed to place player choice at the
That
heart
may or
of the
may not
gameplay
be
experience.
Midland.
Today, we'll present you with the latest news on Dragon's Dogma 2. First, check this out.
I will do the checking, thank you. Is there a hot witch girl in this one too?
Last, the bell has tolled on the age of the console.
What are the odds you get buffs from being completely
Return
sloshed?
Of the Sovereign.
Nice shoes. Capcom presents Marvel Comics. If only.
Welcome, Arisen.
Hello, that's me.
We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
Yo, is that a show tell? Alright, more movement options.
Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Ajit sells many wares.
All be spared the horrors of the fell dragon.
I'm curious if the flying around earlier was just you mounting an enemy or if there's actual mounts this time. Is that the VA for Grigori? Sounds like it. Is that a bear? Medusa!
Here's my chance.
If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here?
That's a berserk-ass villain if ever I've seen
It
one.
was all but certain that her son would take his father's place. Word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found.
So is this the prequel, or...? That's a different kind of Minotaur than the first game had.
Arisen.
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Oh, it's a racing button!
Show me the power.
That's like a proper Colossus. I've been waiting so long, man.
If ye intend to do what I could not, and fell the dragon true,
Is that the Dragon Forged?
I would gladly pass all the wisdom I possess into your hands.
That's a lot sooner than I thought it would be. Okay,
How
alright.
was that? We're
Hope I'm not
excited to
broke
finally
by
be able
then.
to reveal the release date for Dragon's Dogma 2. First, let's go over what you just saw.
I saw a lot of cool shit is what I saw.
Emerging suddenly from the sea,
The Colossus
we meet the
of
giant
Rhodes.
Talos, who appears for the first time in this game, and who you will have to
That's the
figure
same
out
Colosseum from the
how
first
to
game,
stop.
isn't it?
We've prepared some additional gameplay footage of Talos, so take a
There's a
look.
big boy he is. The weak points make me think it's just going to be like a much more in-depth version of the Golem boss fights in the first game.
What could possibly impel a being of such size to motion?
An RPG would do it, but those haven't been
cannot
invented
but
yet.
fear it will bring ruin wherever it treads.
I appreciate being able to climb something so steep.
We shall halt it together.
Smack! Yep. So with the first game with mounted combat, He was very clear that certain weapon types were much better for it. Great swords were very bad for it, so I'm curious how the whole polearm thing's gonna work out.
Let us do whatever we can to slow it
Can you
down.
actually guide the flying enemies you grab onto now?
But it is better than watching on in despair.
Be a good step in the right direction for that.
A
Ugh.
puppet with a pawn
Cranberry juice.
is a nuisance nobody asked for. Let us be
Ah,
rid of
camera
it.
fuckery. I missed
Indeed.
you.
And where is it bound, I wonder?
Left unhindered.
Alright, where's the video of someone, like, blitzing this boss in 10 seconds with blast arrows? Where is it?
With the full sum of our strength. We must try to delay its course by any means.
That's some decent environmental destruction you got there, Capcom.
As you can see, you'll be able to enjoy a variety of combat experiences depending on how you choose to tackle each situation.
Yeah, so I'm
Keep
noticing.
your eyes peeled for more on Talos and its role.
Kitty!
Dragon's Dogma is a tale of the Arisen, whose heart is taken by the dragon. While
It's
this
magic,
sequel
don't ask.
mirrors the world setting of the first game, the adventure takes place in a parallel world.
That's how you're doing it, okay. Alright.
Vermund is the human kingdom, where you will be drawn
You're Final
into the
Fantasying
power
it, that's
struggle
fine.
for the throne. To have her son take the throne, the Queen Regent Disa plots to set a false Arisen. But why are pawns serving a false Arisen?
He has a thingy.
On the other hand, the Beastra nation of Batal treats pawns as the source of misfortune, and instead
It's like one of the
worship land and
few
flame to ward off
misgivings I have
calamity
with the first game
Empress
is
Nadinia
there's only really
at its
the
center.
two, arguably
Both
3
kingdoms
settlements,
recognize the dragon
depending if you
as
consider a little
threat,
encampment a settlement.
but their thoughts towards pawns and the Arisen differ. What will happen to the player caught between the beliefs and plots of these two nations? You can learn more about some of the game's intriguing characters on our official website. So, check it out.
Alright, I gotcha. There gonna be better fashion options this time, I hope?
In addition to the main quest line, you can talk to the inhabitants of this world to receive various quests and deepen your relationship with them.
If you've ever played an
For
RPG before.
instance, let's look at this quest where you need to befriend some elven siblings.
There are actual elves this time, it's not just an ears option. I'm sorry, I don't speak Swinish.
You do not speak our tongue, do you? From this moment forth, so long as you remain by my side, I shall interpret for you.
Yeah, that works.
Nenwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur caril. Martir fa nun fionor.
You ogres work exactly the same as they did.
My friend,
Annoying
ere
bastards.
I had need to call upon your aid. 'Tis now. I beg of you to join me in my sister's rescue.
Master, watch out!
She pretty? What's the under and over of Hellhound still being the worst enemy in the game?
It is in more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clutching its fist. But there is still hope. If I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention.
Sounds like a plan.
This is as much as I can show you for today. Hopefully, you'll find the rest of the quest on your own.
You can Princess carry the little elf.
In the footage,
Perfect.
you can see the Sacred Arbor, which is an elf settlement. The elves there communicate in their own language.
And they dress a lot like Lord of the Rings specifically.
And while the Arisen doesn't
Not a bad thing by any
understand
means.
the language of the elves, if there's a pawn nearby who does, they will automatically translate it for you. These specializations that pawns can acquire will make each of them
I see
more
default
unique
Arisen still looks the same as he ever
and
did.
hopefully more enjoyable to journey with.
I wonder if they'll let you, like, swap between playing as your character and playing as the pawns. Shit, I could go with some actual
It's
co-op,
not
honestly.
only the pawn's personality that
Oh,
reflects
God.
the player. Just like in the first game, the player can freely create the Arisen and the main pawn.
Everyone's furry fantasies on Twitter is going to come true. It's going to be bad for all of us.
We've used photogrammetry technology to increase photorealism, while adding a way to simplify the process of creating characters. Selecting images that resemble the kind of look you have in mind.
That's just Leon's hair.
Intuitive way
That's
to
just
create
Leon's hair.
a real character.
And that's just guts again.
Now, I want to introduce the Trickster, a new vocation that's sure to bring something unique to your gameplay experience.
Okay, I'm down.
Exclusive to the Arisen, the Trickster is a vocation that wields the sensor and uses the smoke it produces to conjure illusions. By confusing the enemy into fighting themselves through illusions,
alright, I see what you're doing.
Or increasing the power of pawns beyond the normal parameters for a limited period of time, this vocation focuses on support and use of unique strategies. The Trickster is a devious vocation that takes advantage
I wonder
of
if stat buffs are going to work the same way on
behavior
level up, depending on your vocation, still.
It's a great fit for players who prefer to step back from the action and manipulate the battle from the sidelines.
Nice fit, too.
Next, we have a few
Was that
additional
Dark
details
Space?
to share. Pre-orders for Dragon's Dogma 2 on PlayStation 5,
Steam on
Xbox
launch, thank
Series
God.
X, Xbox Series
Thank
S,
Christ.
and Steam start today. In addition to the Standard Edition, a Deluxe Edition will also be available.
Of course
The
it will,
Deluxe
Capcom.
Edition includes additional items such as a special camping kit, along with other items that will help you
JLP,
prepare
that's what it says.
for your journey. Pre-orders of the Standard Edition will include bonus weapons for each of the 4 vocations available from
I
the
don't want
start
weapons,
of
I
the
want
game.
fashion.
And pre-ordering the Deluxe Edition will give you access to all the bonuses of the Standard Edition, plus access to additional accessories that can be equipped in-game. I hope you'll consider pre-ordering.
One ring to rule them all.
So, what did you think?
I think I need it in my hands.
The development team is currently making final
Capcom's
adjustments
had like
to
a
Dragon's
very good
Dogma 2.
year. Very good few years, honestly.
We're all doing our best,
You know,
and hope you can
Exo
wait
Primal
a little
notwithstanding.
longer until the release of the game. Before we go, let us show you some footage of the monsters we couldn't cover today.
You're
The
actually
Drake
calling it a
and the
Dualahan this
Dualahan,
time.
along
The
with
balls.
the Warrior and Sorcerer vocations, which were also in the first game.
Yes. These are some good fashion
Thank you
options.
so much.
Thank you, Itsuno-san. Alright, the big and chunky. Big chunky swings. I can't tell if there's like an actual lock on this time or not. The first game didn't have one. Oh, thank God you actually gave him a mounted stab, thank Christ. Maybe it won't be completely useless for mounting now. There you go! There's the big boy! Are you casting sleep? Is that what you're doing? Maybe. Okay, it's pretty metal. It's pretty metal, man. Almost the bejesus out of him. Here comes the meteors! Ah, classic. It's beautiful. It's everything a man could ever hope for. Also, you can play the first game if you haven't already. You probably should. Game's very good. I think when I streamed it, I took like an hour and a half just fighting second form Daemon. Managed it in the first try, but holy God, don't ever do that under level. Thank you, Capcom. Appreciate it.
Dogma 2 is coming March 22nd, 2024.